Yeah.
How do you do that?
So you literally just press this button on the end, and it just goes to the little plug symbol. That's it. Now the fridge is running on electric.
Because the blue light's on.
Yeah, and the blue light's on, so you know that the power is on.
So what's this one for?
This side is your temperature. So if you look, you've got 4 bars lit up there. So if we press this button, you can press this one. 1 bar is the lowest temperature your fridge will run at. Obviously, the more times you press it, up to full. So that's your fridge working at its coldest temperature.
And that one?
That one switches it on and off. You just need to hold it for a couple of seconds.
The whole thing?
Yeah, that's it. And that switches your
and
fridge
now
off.
The fridge is off?
Yeah. And that's it, now your fridge is on.
But we're on gas?
No, we're on electric. it will always light up with all 3 on there. That's it, and then there's your lovely fridge inside there, with your freezer box in the top as well.
Doesn't look like it's ever been used.
No.
Oh, that's good. Right, so it's now running off the mains.
Yeah.
It would run off the battery, presumably.
It won't run off the 12-volt system,
12
but it
volt.
will run off the car for when you're driving down the road. You are perfectly fine to run with items in your fridge when you're driving down the road, but always run it on either gas or electric first, get it nice and cold, and then plug it into the car.
You plug in the day before we go.
Yeah, because all it is when it's on the car, it just holds the temperature. It won't drop, it won't lower the temperature.
Oh,
as
won't
such.
it? It's not
so
as
that's why you run it first to get it nice and cold, and then when you're driving down the road, all the vehicle gives is enough power to hold the temperature in the fridge. It won't lower it as such. Water system, so obviously for priming up your system, all it is run the tap on the cold side first. That lets you know you haven't got a problem with it coming out the Akerol and into the water system. He says when I switch the water pump back on. There we go.
Right. So you're on an Akerol.
Yeah.
Presumably you can plug it straight into mains, or does it ever happen?
You can use mains.
I've never have done.
Our main recommendation is you can get the ones which fit inside the Akerol.
Oh, right.
So it's like a ball cock inside your Akerol. So when the Akerol drops down, it opens up, fills up with water, and then it shuts off.
So you connect it to your Akerol.
Yeah, so the reason that we don't recommend the ones inside the van, if you put mains water to that socket, so it's coming direct into the van, if anything fails inside the van, it will flood the van. Whereas obviously if you've got the mains water outside in an Akerol, if there's a fault externally, it'll just flood the floor rather than flooding inside the van. Yeah. So as I say, cold tap first, and then just simply run the hot side of the tap until you've got all the air out the system. Once you've got running water on the hot side, you know that that water boiler is filled up and that all the air is out the system. So once you've got running water on both sides, you can then look at switching on your water boiler.
And we've got the heater on.
Yeah, so we've already got them switched on, and obviously your hot water's already nice and hot for you.
Right.
Okay. Then I'll do your microwave next. Really nice, simple microwave. I love these ones. Your power setting's just at the top there, and then simply your timer's here. So it is as simple as that. And then obviously ping, and dinner's ready.
Lows for defrost.
So, yeah, defrost is medium on this one.
Oh,
it does say defrost in the
does.
top there for you, and then obviously all the way around to high.
Most people use it on high, don't they?
Yeah. Best advice with this though is don't travel down the road with this in.
Right.
Just in case you hit a pothole or something, or you have to swerve. If it jumps out of there, obviously the first thing it's going to land on is your cooker lid, and it will smash your cooker lid. Take it out. You can either wrap it in a towel, pop it inside your wash basin, or very simply just pop it underneath your cushion there.
Yeah.
And if you've got that to move when you're going down the road, I never want to get in a vehicle with you, because you'd have to go some to get that to jump off the side.
Yeah. Good thinking that.
So, cooker, you've got one electric ring on the back, which relates to the electric ring here, so it's just 1 to 6 for the electric, but obviously this will only run off the 240, so you need to be plugged into the mains for that to work.
Which we are.
For 12 volts, which we are now.
So, why didn't it come on when you put it on, or did it?
It does. It doesn't light up or anything, but believe me, you can feel the heat of it as it's heating up.
I suppose it hasn't got a light.
No, it hasn't got a light on there.
Yeah. Fine. Okay.
Then we've got your gas burners, is 1, 2, 3, and a lovely 12-volt igniter. So as long as there's power in your leisure battery, you will always have a spark for your cooker. And then it's as easy as 1, 2, and 3. So there's your 3 gas burners.
And so you just
all you do to
turn the left press.
Yeah, hold it down and then press the ignition. That's it.
And let go once it's lit.
Yeah, that's it.
Brilliant.
And then obviously below we've got your grill pan and handle, and then the grill is this one here again, turn, hold and ignite.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's your grill. And then I always say this, but I wish my oven was as clean at home. And there's your oven there for you. And then the same for the oven, so as you get the right one, this one here, hold and ignite.
So oven, grill.
Yeah. And then
I know where she goes.
yeah, and there's your oven lit.
Yeah, so they're all, they don't turn to the right.
No, don't turn to the right. They all just, it's all quarter turn to the left, and then that's it. You're off.
And fully up is fully anti-clockwise.
Yeah, fully up.
Great.
Then below,
Simple.
we've got your pots and pans store below.
Yeah.
There is a plug socket in the back there, which relates to your electric ring on the top. So if your electric ring isn't ever coming on, 9 out of 10 times you've caught the lead inside there with a pot handle or something. So if it's not heating up, your first thing to check is just make sure that plug is inside.
Has it got
the
a
socket.
switch on it?
No, it hasn't got a switch. It's just literally just the socket.
No, we didn't look at that. Sorry,
Yeah, so
that.
this is your TV point.
Right. Can
So-
you use anything in that 13?
You can, yeah, you can use whatever you want for the 12 volt or anything in the domestic socket, as I call
So
it.
that's a mains. That's
you got a
this
mains.
is 12 volt,
Yeah.
and this is
Yeah, that's
240.
240. And then we've got this one, the bottom one, the TV aerial, relates
Yeah.
to our onboard aerial.
Yeah.
Now the top one, if you notice, is the same as the one externally.
Yeah.
So this is your external satellite feed or external TV feed if you wanted.
So you'd need the equivalent of that.
Yeah, all it is,
On
it's
there.
that as with a screw bit on, and
Yeah,
you
so
simply
you need
just
two,
screw
really,
it on
to
over
get
the front.
to-
Yeah, you need two, one for internal and one for external.
And the aerial, are you going to show me
Yeah,
that?
so into the bathroom in the back.
Right.
So the TV aerial, as daft as it is inside your wardrobe. So
Yep.
it's just at the back there. Have you used one of the
No.
directional areas
No, I
before?
haven't.
So no, all it is you unscrew it.
You should be screwed up like that for travelling.
It should be. It needs to be relatively tight. It doesn't need to be overly tight. It's not going to go anywhere, but just undo it a couple of turns, and then you can simply push it up into the air. Then.
And it's just all the way up.
Yeah.
It's probably.
And then whichever direction you've got a full 360-degree angle of which way you can face it. The other one as well is if you wind this handle round. Oh, he says without pulling it
nice
off.
one, yeah.
Yeah, if you wind the handle round, I'll get it the right way. There you go. So what that's doing now is at the minute it's flat. If you wind that round, it's tilting it on its side. So it just gives you more range that you can find a TV signal.
Does it? Yeah.
Best advice with them when you get to a site.
Yeah.
If you can
Look at
see
the
other
others.
people's, have a look and see which way theirs are pointing. If not, speak to the campsite owners, and they'll give you a rough idea which way you need to have your aerial faces.
Right. So just you. Have you locked this up, or is it just?
No, I haven't yet. But you can
But
lock
you-
it up into place as well.
So for travelling, really, it's, you can just pull it down anywhere.
Yeah, just pull
And
it
then
down.
just-
make
that
sure it's
just
flat
locks
on the
it.
roof. Yeah, and that just lifts it back up.
I'm not sure where that was. Just there. Is it just there?
Yeah, I'll wind it back.
Oh, that's winding it.
Yeah, I only turned it a couple of times, so it shouldn't go much. There we go. That's
I'm
it.
not sure what this aerial looks like.
It's sort of that-ish sort of shape, if you get what I mean. It's something a bit like a heart shape.
Yes. So when you were winding that, what were you doing? to it?
So when you're winding it, it's tilting it on its side like that. So when you
Because some
wind
of
it
them are
back,
vertical,
it
some of
sits
them are
it,
horizontal.
yeah, it always sits flat. But then when we're winding it, it tilts it. So you just got to make sure you wind it back when you pull it back down flat to the roof.
Yeah.
But you'll know whether you have or not because you can tell by how far it comes back down. So obviously,
Yeah.
if it only comes back down to say there,
You've got it on a
you know
angle.
you've got it on an angle. So just
Which you
wind it
should
back
really
round the
have.
other way, and then you can just pull it back
And
down.
is there
flat.
a right one or wrong way of pointing it while you're travelling?
No, not really.
really.
It doesn't overhang miles off the side of the van. It's easy enough just to come in and adjust it.
When travelling, it must be set to the horizontal, which is what you did. Fully
Yeah.
retracted and locked. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, that's just storage.
Yeah, so just storage there. You've obviously got the drawers as well as the nice large wardrobe.
And what, turn the light on? Brilliant.
It's a bit like your fridge light. Does your fridge light stay on constantly when you close the door? We never know.
It's difficult to tell.
So obviously electric flush on top of your toilet.
Yep.
So that's the blue button
So
on
once
the
you've
top.
filled up from outside,
Yeah.
that will work off the mains, or
Or 12 volt, yeah, yeah. So all you need to do is the longer you hold the button down, the longer it will flush for. As soon as you let your finger off, it will stop
Have
flushing.
we got any water in there at the moment?
I'll have a check. I think there was a spot in it. Let's have a look.
Yeah, there is, but it's not.
Yeah,
big.
not much. There's probably a small amount inside there. Let's try it again.
Oh, that's the thing, is it?
Yeah,
That's
and then the gate that opens and closes the
Yeah.
cassette's just on the front of the toilet there for you.
Great. Okay.
And then if you look on the top, do you see the little grey symbol that's just at the side there?
Yeah.
Just below there, it will light up to let you know.
It's full. Oh, it's not full up. Go on.
It will light up to let you know when it's your turn to empty the toilet cassette. So a little
Oh, where's the full up?
will
of
come
the
up and
cassette?
let
Yeah.
you know when it's full.
Of course, it is a cassette. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But brilliant.
So
yeah.
obviously, bathroom light switch is just up the side of the sink here. So that's the switch there. And then obviously mixer tap for your bathroom sink, and it's the exact same for your shower with your rather lovely
these
large-
lights.
Yeah, they're all on the one. It's all on the one switch.
Right. Okay. That's plastic. Good.
Yeah,
So
they're
good.
plastic as well. Yeah.
Do
they're
they
all
tend to
double
fall
set.
out?
No. Again, you'd have to drive quite radically to get things like that to jump
Just got
off.
one switch on there.
Yeah, just the one switch does all the lights that are inside your bathroom.
Sure. Now that's off your 40 litre whatever it is.
Yeah, it's still out your Aperol as well. Yeah.
Aperol. So, but that's it. And the
Yeah.
light in there.
Is the exact same.
Same.
Yeah, so it's all the switches are all just.
You've obviously checked all that. Now.
Yeah. Checked all that, and the shower's perfect. So roof hatches. The last few things we'll do.
There's no
There's no door as
there's no
such,
door as such.
because obviously you stand round the corner to have your shower. So for this one, it opens up at this side. All you do is pull it away and pull it down.
Right, it's
obviously
no catch on it.
No,
just
no
pulls it.
catch on it as such.
And
And then all it is to
squeeze.
open it, yeah, squeeze in and push up. And then same for putting it back up. You have to just pull it away. And then if you notice, there's just the little catches there. That's it.
So it's sitting. Oh, on. Yeah.
Yeah, just at the top there. So extractor fan.
That's an extractor fan, is
Yep.
it? All right.
So the little handle here, when you wind it, opens up the lid. So if you look through it, can you see the lid opening?
Yes.
So that opens up the lid, and then you've got the fan speed here, and then your directions. So that's on extract, possibly. We'll figure it out. Yeah,
Excellent.
and then obviously, if we knock it to the middle, it shuts it off, and then obviously back to the van. Now that will be on blowing.
Yeah. So it's blowing air in from
Yeah,
that
you
side.
can either blow or you can extract. Again, it's a nice feature for the summer, because if you get back to your van, say you've been out for the day and it's quite hot in here, what you can do is just open a couple of the windows at the front, put this on blow, and it'll just add a load of fresh air into the van for you.
So that's on off,
Yeah,
and that's one.
yeah.
Brilliant.
And then
then,
obviously, when you've finished, just make sure you wind the lid back
because
down.
you want that down for travelling.
Yes, definitely. Even though I see many people driving down the road with their lids open.
Clunk, clunk, that's
Yeah,
it shutting,
yeah,
is it?
and that's it shut. And then you've obviously got your blackout blind on here. You have no fly screen because the fly screen's already in the top. Just squeeze it. It does take 2 hands, and then it locks over. I'll just watch it when it comes back, because they're spring loaded, so they do
I know the
tend to roll back. Then the last roof hatch, this one here. All you need to make sure you do is just press the buttons down when you want to open it. Maybe the same as
Same
your
as
old
mine,
one. Yeah. And then obviously it just very simply
Yeah,
pushes up.
yeah, that's fine.
It says- And then obviously we've got
A fly screen.
fly screen, and then your blackout blind on that side.
That's fine.
Same for all your windows.
Yeah, they were
except
very stiff actually.
They always are. You
Yeah.
need to make sure you're using 2 hands on them, like
Do
I
you?
have then.
Yeah.
If you just pull them down from the centre, what you'll find is you'll skew-if them slightly. So if you use the 2 hands, one on either end, they're a lot easier to pull them down.
Right.
And then the same for back up.
Put the top
2
up
hands,
first.
Yeah, and then follow it up with the bottom. But the other reason they're quite stiff is they'll turn as well. If you notice,
Yeah.
they pivot. So you need to make sure you're holding them straight.
Yeah.
Because if you put it at an angle, imagine it's catching, so you
Yeah.
need to make sure you're holding them perfectly straight for them to,
Right.
to come
So
up and down.
presumably they've all been
Yeah,
checked.
they're all exactly the same in all the blinds all the way around the van.
Right. Do these curtains come across? Yes, they do, don't they? Yeah, they're not just false curtains, they do come across.
Yes. Not that I don't think they fit the whole window. They are more of a cosmetic.
I just wondered, I thought they might be. Anyway, don't worry about
Yeah.
that, that's not your problem.
And that's about it from me, really, unless you've got any
I
other
think it is,
questions.
No.
Oh, cupboard.
Sink.
I know one thing. So you've got that for the sink. You've also got your draining board and your chopping board as well.
So that can live on top.
Yeah. So that can sit in your sink there. And obviously that, I'd probably put that away somewhere.
And where's a good place for it? You've got a cupboard in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got the rack there. So
Yeah,
you
I
can,
see. It's got a rack.
Yeah, you can.
And that's just for covering it when you're here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can use it, so if you're doing some cooking, you can use it as a chopping board over the sink, or obviously you can just move it off the side and do your chopping board there.
fine.
But this will also sit inside there for you. So it will sit
Do a
in there.
slightly smaller
Yeah.
bowl than that.
We've then obviously got your cutlery drawer,
Excellent.
and we've got your racks here as well.
For plates and things, I guess.
Well, for no, your plate racks and things are up there.
They are, yeah.
I'd more say it's more for tins or your cleaning products or bits like that.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Now, last thing, there is a couple of your gas shut-off valves inside the cupboard at the bottom here. There is a nice label on the door here which lets
right.
you know which is which. But our main advice, if you ever smell gas, is really to switch your bottle off on the front,
Yeah, absolutely.
rather than. And then this is just literally storage.
Right. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. Lovely.
Give it a